Okay. We are live anyway.
Sweet.
Right, so we got 6 minutes yet.
Oh yeah. This is like the coffee time, coffee
Coffee
corner, coffee
time.
chat.
Love
Which mine
coffee
is,
time.
Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin' or whatever. Which, by the way, I went this morning to get my groceries, treated myself to some coffee, and it's technically healthy coffee. There's like no creamer, no sugar, no nothing in it. It's just espresso coffee and mocha. Um, and I asked them for like they have these sourdough breakfast sandwiches and then they have sourdough like avocado toast. And I asked for just a sandwich to go with my coffee. They messed up my order so bad. I ended up with half a dozen donuts, 3 sandwiches, and a sourdough avocado toast. And I was
Okay.
like, these are not mine. And like, oh, well, we already handed it to you. So it's yours if you want that. And I'm like, but I don't want them. Like, well, there you go. And I'm like, why? Now I have all this food that I'm like, okay.
No. I need to see why this isn't linking to YouTube.
I was about to say, you said we're live, but I still haven't gotten anything. Oh, wait,
Yep.
there we go. There we go. Live.
Have you got it now?
Oh, yeah, we're live.
Can you see shit? Because I can't see shit.
I see us, but the screen is black, like the music black. I see us talking. I can hear us talking.
Right, that's probably why. So if I get rid of that, you should be able to see us.
Oh, yeah, I can see us. Like, I can see us. It's just
Why can't I see us then?
I don't know. Did you refresh it?
I'm gonna refresh it.
This is the pre coffee thing. This is the the tech support.
It's fucking working. It's fucking working. I ain't gonna, Let's
yeah,
get
I
rid
can
of...
see us and hear us.
Okay, cool. Let's go back to the live thing. I don't know why that's...
Welcome to our live show. Just got notification on my phone too.
All right, so...
Corey says he can see us both. So
All right, cool.
sweet.
I can see us both. For some reason, the intro is not looping, which is weird.
That is a little... Oh, I see the intro.
But wait for it to finish. It'll stop.
Oh.
It's not looping.
Corey, that sounded creepier than I intended. It's
Ooh.
okay. It's okay. We can be creepy all here together.
Do you want to just check the Riverside chat for me, please?
Oh.
Because I think they may have fixed it.
Oh.
Because I'm seeing chats appearing.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at us being fancy. Yeah, so Corey, and if anybody else is listening live right now or watching live, welcome to the pre-tech show.
Yeah. For some reason, that just ain't fucking working.
Huh, weird. Okay.
Weird, but it doesn't matter. I will.
No.
What time is it? 27. We've still got 3 fucking minutes.
Oh yeah, so. It's early. This is our chill time. What do you like in your coffee, by the way, John? Speaking of coffee.
I know
you're more of a tea guy, but
no, I'm not. I'm a coffee guy.
Okay.
I like black coffee, no sugar.
I used to like super frou-frou drinks, but now I'm just straight up like coffee, espresso, maybe some chocolate. But it's just I want chocolate, not like sugary milk, none of that. I just want coffee, chocolate, espresso.
No, I'm just black coffee, no sugar.
Yep. Yeah. If it's hot coffee, I want it black or I really like nutty coffees, like chestnut pralines or things like that. It's really good.
I mean, every now and again I will treat myself and go fancy and have a latte, but it's my go-to is Americano.
I had a friend when I was in training who she made the comment. She's like, I love chai. I just wish there was some caffeine in it. I'm like, there is. I mean, it's not like coffee. I'm like, it's tea. So there's some in it. And she goes, it's tea? I'm going, oh, honey. We had a very lengthy conversation about tea and coffee. Daryl Whittle, if it were available, I'd have a coffee IV. Hey. Yes, coffee IV 100%. Although I'm not sure if you'd want that iced or hot.
To be honest, I'm so sleep deprived. I saw that as if I were available, I'd have a coffee for.
I mean.
All right, so I'm gonna say this now. There is a delay. There is a bit of latency between the chat.
There's always YouTube a delay in chat
and the chat on Riverside. So I'm gonna be using the Riverside chat because I don't want to be looking at 7 fucking windows.
That's fine. I don't care what you look at. Look at
No,
what
it's
you
just
want.
it's going to take me a bit longer to respond to people.
That's okay. But basically, John's saying sorry he's slow and old.
I'm not apologizing for that. I'm slow and old. Fucking deal with it.
Oh, I will deal with it. I woke up on the side of violence this morning. Like, I know I'm all smiles and giggles and happy, but
You really want to go? You really want to go the violence route with me today?
I don't. That's just it. I don't. My entire morning, I've been like, okay, serotonin. Let's get some iced coffee. I'm gonna take a shower. All these wonderful things, and then like my brain just keeps going like, rawr. I'm like, stop.
If you do, it's going to be a long show for you. I'm just going to say that. Right.
Well, I'm not taking violence with you, just the world. Like.
All right, what time are we on? We on that? Okay, so let's actually run the intro.
Oh,
that's really weird. That
coffee to the power of 4. That's math. I don't do math.
Welcome everybody to Too Legit to Crit, a tabletop role-playing podcast made for people whose plans start with "hear me out" and end with "fire."
Oh, that's a little.
My name is Juan Santana, and with me, as always, is my co-host and the person that tries to be my voice of reason, Atlas.
Hi, guys.
All right, so before we get into it today, just gonna try and encourage people to drop us a like, give us a subscribe. Let's get this out to as many people as possible. Also, check out our website, toolegit2crit.com, where you can find all our socials, links to our merch store, and even our blog. Other than that, how are you, Atlas?
I am good. I was actually just talking about it in our pre-show. I woke up on the side of violence this morning. So like I'm raging against the world, trying not to, but I'm good. It's been a great day. It's actually been a good week at work. It's been a good week in gaming. It's like everything is fine. I just woke up and was grumpy bear apparently.
Well, as for me, I always wake up on the side of violence because it's funny.
It's not. I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
It's always funny.
No.
I actually, have I been? Yeah, actually, yeah. There was one on Facebook the other day.
Are you choosing violence online?
I'm always choosing violence. Always.
I mean, yeah.
There was something. Because obviously now Nintendo are in the news because of the Switch 2 release. And it's not all positive. There's a lot of negativity, and the media is doing what the media do. When there is a negative story, they will find more negativity about it.
Oh yeah.
So this came out, and apparently Nintendo have released a sort of introductory game or something like that that they're selling for $10, and apparently you can't do it, like complete it without having hundreds of dollars worth of additional equipment, because it is ultimately a product to show you how to use the Switch. So it kind of makes sense, but everybody's kicking off about that. Everybody's really angry and this, that, and the other. And there's a lot of people angry on the Nintendo page, where there's a lot of people kind of going, well, if you don't want it, don't fucking buy it. So somebody responded that, and the response from one of these people, very angry people, was, "Oh, check out the fanboys." And I just went, some consumers are entitled cunts. And I left it.
That's fair. I'm surprised Facebook let you leave it. Well, no, because they're doing the whole no monitoring thing now, right? Yeah, that's right.
It's wonderful for somebody who likes chaos like me.
It's wonderful for people that. Yeah. To be fair, like I like Nintendo. I have a Switch. I enjoy it. I wish I had more time to play it and more games to play. I didn't realize there's a Nintendo 2, or I didn't realize there's a Switch 2 coming out. Literally,
it's out. Yesterday
people had it in their hands. I didn't even know it was coming out until I saw someone was like complaining about their pre-order got messed up, but they had to go to Target and pick it up. And I'm like, oh, cool. I had no idea. That shows you how busy I am and how lack of like. I have a rock that I live under, if we're being honest.
Fair enough. But the type of gaming that I do enjoy and do indulge in is tabletop role-playing games, which is kind of why we're here. So, how has your gaming week been?
Gaming week was really good. Last week I was supposed to GM, and one thing led to another, and let's just very, very long story short, I ended up not. And I asked my co-GM, I asked Connell, I was like, hey, can you run this weekend? Which I hate doing because like I don't want my players having too much space between my games, but I just was not in the right headspace to run. And knowing that, I was like, I will give a shitty game. I know I will. Because we're in the middle of like a really, really intense combat with like a big, powerful NPC, or I guess he's a main bad guy. There's technically 3 BBEGs in that game. But still, he's one of them. It's this big, like, climatic moment we left on a cliffhanger, and I was like, oh, if I go into this, I'm gonna be less than on my like top notch for my players. And I want them to have the best experience possible. So I was like, you know what? We'll push it out. So I'm actually running game tonight. I'm also cooking nachos for my party. So like, I'm GMing, I'm cooking. It's gonna be a lot of good time. But yeah, so like that's it for the most part. I've been doing some like game designing, but it's been pretty chill, honestly. Like, yeah, it's pretty chill. Although I did notice something. And I this was brought up in one of my I took theater design class, like set design, stage design, and lighting and stuff. And it's always interesting watching people's mindsets of like how people address situations and what kind of stories they create based off what's going on in the world around them. And we both accidentally, like not on purpose, we didn't tell each other our stories and games at the same time. We didn't even start at the same time, but like both of our campaigns that me and my co-GM are running, like are kind of war centric or like civil distress. And I'm kind of going, gee, I wonder why. But that's my gaming week. How's yours?
Life imitates art, and art imitates life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a good one. We didn't play Pathfinder on Monday because 2 of the players weren't able to make it. So, Winter
That's a bummer.
ran us through a session of Alice is Missing.
Nice.
Holy shit, that's intense.
Yeah.
That. Have you ever played it?
I did not play it firsthand. One of my players played it, and she really wants me to play it with her. So I'm debating it. But
I struggled at the beginning to kind of see how it was going to play out. But once you get started,
you get into it.
So fucking into it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So for those of you who are unaware of what Alice is Missing is, it is a role-playing game in which you are investigating, in a sense, the disappearance of a young person. Now, the kicker is, it is all silent. Everything is done via text message. So you do not even speak. The way Winter ran it is, we were in their Discord. They had a group chat, which was where most of the conversation happened. Okay. And then there were individual chats between individual people.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it was me and 2 other people. So we were chatting between us as well as in the group chat.
Yeah.
And every scheduled interval, because the game itself runs for 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. So at 70 minutes, somebody turns a card over. And that card is a prompt. It can be a prompt in a location. It can be a prompt as a potential suspect. And then that prompt gets fed into the group chat and everybody reacts to that. It is so fucking intense.
I'm surprised you just now played it. Like that's
never played it before. And I loved it. I want to play it again.
Fun. It's a cool game concept. Like I really enjoy it. Plus, anytime there's any like, oh, someone's missing, figure it out. I like to figure it out. Like combat's fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy me a good combat, but I love solving questions, mysteries, puzzles, whatever you want to throw at me that makes me use my brain. Do it.
The thing about that, it's less about solving because the mystery kind of develops as you go, and it's more about world building and creating the narrative based on the prompts. Because everything is random. At the beginning of the session, you select your 5 suspects and your 5 locations, and it isn't until the end that you know what the suspect is. But that is all determined randomly. And it's good.
I don't know if anyone can hear it, but I apologize. I think my neighbor just started mowing their yard. I'm just listening. All of a sudden, it's like a wah. I'm going, what the fuck?
No, I did see you react, but I figured it was something along those lines.
Long as y'all can't hear it, we're good.
I can't hear it.
Fun with that. That's fantastic.
It was really good. It was really good. And highly recommend it if anyone gets a chance to play it. I can't recommend Winter as a GM enough because she's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Good.
definitely it's something that everyone should try just for the different sort of method of play.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. I've never, I watched it a couple of times. I know a lot of people that played it. It got really, really popular, I think, last year. But like, yeah, I've never heard anything bad about it.
No,
So,
it is a great game to play. All in all, it
yep.
takes about 3 hours because you do a lot of prep between, because you need to establish your character, you need to establish the relationships
Mhm.
between you and the other players and the person who's missing
Yeah.
and the suspects. You also need to flesh out. So you go into it already knowing the world. So everything that happens is just turning over cards, and it's fabulous.
That's wonderful to hear.
And on Wednesday we got back into Delta Green after a month off.
How did that go? I've been curious about that.
The new player, he fit in fantastically.
Perfect.
The way he came into the game was within the confines of the story.
Mhm.
It was very good. I'm gonna have to be very careful because Daryl
Oh,
is in the game, so I'm not going to give
whoops.
anything away.
Oh no. Okay.
But yeah,
Right.
it was really good. It was good. I think it was a bit more of a pause where we haven't played for a month. There was a lot of sort of catching up and reminding.
Mhm.
But I'm ready to next session start prodding and pushing and getting the players where I need them to be if they survive.
Actually, I just had an idea with my players using the prodding and pushing kind of brought me back because I've been telling you guys my campaign's coming to a close. Like they're very close to solving literally everything. And I had an idea. Connell in the chat is in my party as well, but like he already knows I'm thinking about this, so I'm not stressing it. I might. Oh, you know what though? Never mind. I can't say anything because another table member will. Never mind. Anyways, I do have a post game opportunity that might push my players to really think outside the box when it comes to role playing. That's all I can say. Dang it, I forgot. Why does our table watch our show? Like I feel like y'all aren't allowed to watch the show until the game's up. That's fine.
Hey, if they don't watch the show, I kill their characters.
I mean, that's brutal, but I'm okay with that.
You know, it's all part of it. You either watch the show or your character dies. I'm gonna leverage some power.
No, that's not how we do that, John.
It is. That's how I do it.
Watch my show or you die.
Watch my show or your character dies. End of.
That's fair. I find it always so
you
funny
know,
when
you
people are
know
like,
this
"Oh, I
is
had to
going to
play
get
that."
out. This is going to get out to threads, and people are going to go fucking ballistic.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
I can't wait. Bring it.
I don't think anybody pays that much attention, but I mean, maybe.
You'd be surprised. I've had some very not, I won't say angry comments, but people kind of stamping their feet over something I've said.
That's really funny. Yeah, no, I need this is gonna sound funny, but I think that I need more gaming content in my life other than my game. Like I game once a week and it alternates between GMs. And I have found myself like the game I'm playing in, not the one I'm running, but the one I'm playing in is very we're conscripts, so each session is like a different day. It's like a 1 day adventure. When we end the day, 9 times out of 10 it's the end of a day. Like it's literally, even if it's been a week-long situation in the session, like we end at our barracks, at our cabin. So there's always freedom for role playing outside of that. You know, we'll have player characters go off 2x2, 3x3, like during the week and role play like scenarios and situations that are happening in the city. They go out to the marketplace, they go like adventure off into a different city, and like all these things are happening between games. And I love it. And I thought about it this past week because I was like, we only played the one game. I'm like, oh, but I did like 2, maybe 3, like there used to be a word for it. It's not Blue Book. Kelly Book? Something? Blue Book? I don't
No idea where your mind's at right now.
There's a term for it when like the players role play and continue the game outside of game, and I can't remember what it's called. But that's been that we like was happening all week, and I love it. And I was kind of like, oh, maybe I am okay, but maybe I should start a second game. And then I said that, I'm going, that's a lot of planning, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, because what I was thinking is in a future campaign, maybe the Skulls and Shackles campaign, actually tie it into the sessions.
Mhm.
Because the original D&D, from what I've been told, it used to be you start at a base and you end at a base, so the
Yeah.
time between sessions actually transpired within game.
Yep.
So I'm thinking of doing something similar at some point. I just need to make sure I kind of do it right.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we're doing right now. Is that it's very much so like it's a day and then a week goes between, whatever. Granted, it's 2 weeks technically in real life, but that's just because we're balancing two games. So, which, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start running on a different day. That would be fun. Oh no.
Possibly. There you go. See, the gears are working now.
Yeah, I was just saying, well, maybe if I ran digitally, but then we run in person for the other game, then we'd literally have, okay, all right.
There you go.
Throw
There you
that
go.
idea
You're
out to my
getting
players.
something's happening up there.
Yeah, we'll make it work either way.
We'll make it work. You'll make an event out of it. And speaking of events, you had a question this week.
I did. Good segue there.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
my question
It's not my
of the week.
first time.
Shockingly, no.
You've got some answers, and so have I.
Oh, good. I would say I had a lot of really good answers. I'm super. I was kind of curious about this because it's a little niche, but everybody came through. Everybody came through and it was really good. So the question was, because Happy Pride, do you have a festival or big seasonal ceremony that takes place? And if not, I challenge people to make one up right on the spot for their original character. And I have 5, 6 from threads.
You've got 6, and I have, I think, 4.
Perfect. So you just want to go every other? We can bounce back and forth?
If you start and you end, then we'll go back and forth.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right. So right out the gate, Inadequate Dungeon. Festivus is our Christmas stand-in. It acts as a reoccurring one-shot where a group of heroes is teleported to defeat the evil Claudin, Santa Claus plus Odin, to save the world from his evil presence. My players can pick a hero from any of our campaigns, and every year, I'm moving this to a different monitor. Here we go. Now I can read it. And every year is themed after a different movie. Last year was the Polar Express, and the previous year was Gremlins. Everyone gets a new token for the occasion too, which is a nice little gift for my players.
That's sweet.
I love this. I love this so hard. Like, I love niche little like fandom games. Like, they don't have to be a whole campaign, just nice little like nods to people's. We had a Halloween one where everybody played the descendant of a like original Dark Universe character, Frankenstein's monster, werewolf, all these things, right? And they basically ended up having to go up against female version Sam and Dean Winchester.
Nice.
It was so much fun. It was probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. It was just fun. Like, it was just good. I played Jekyll and Hyde. That was my character. Oh my God, I loved her. But yeah, your turn.
Okay, so this is from Clippy. He is on our Discord. And the Bardic College hosts an annual festival of the arts, a week-long celebration of every aspect of artistic expression. Performing arts students and teachers do live performances on the sidewalks, with larger productions taking place in the outdoor amphitheatre. The culinary arts students create pop-up stalls providing passers-by with their unique spins on cultural delicacies. We had one stall selling axe-beak chili, and a ramen stall that's famous for its massive portions. Over in the literary arts section, novelists and poets exchange manuscripts and rhymes in the Grand Library. The material artists hold grand showcases of their latest carpentry and smithing work, with marble statues holding space between new ideas for wagon springs and unique uses of driftwood. And in the college's arena, the combat arts students stage choreographed battles using rare and unique fighting styles, as well as hosting lectures on the proper use of half-hilt techniques and duel etiquette. For 5 straight days, the students are given free rein to show off everything they have been learning, practicing, and perfecting in the previous year. The festival is also the college's recruitment drive and is open to the public to entice new people into joining its free-spirited community. Now that's in depth.
That's in depth, and I like it though, because like that's some really like that they care. They care about the world they're building, and that kind of detail. It's not like the obsessive detail where you're like, okay, stop talking. It's that like wow, like it's the wow detail where you're going like, I love that. Yeah,
there's a lot of
really
thought
good.
gone into that. I do
That's
like that.
really
Thank you,
good.
thank you very much, Clippy.
Yeah. From Darth Oldius, our good old Rob. On Liberty Life Day refers to the day a powerful life goddess restored an ancient mummy to life. The energy used resulted in a very amorous population with a boom in births 9 months later.
There we go. That's a.
I'm down for that. That sounds fun. Maybe not the giving birth part, but like.
Well, I mean, the giving birth is 9 months later. There's just a lot of fucking that's going on.
I mean, yeah, but like still, like I'm not, no. But I do love that idea. There's a I don't know if that's for his game that I've played in or not, but I love his world too because he's got this whole concept of like post-apocalyptic. Yeah, but it's like this world. So you got fantasy characters that are like fighting in Spain and like but it's like distraught fantasy.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm really bad at explaining it, but it's really cool. His stuff's cool. You should just chat with him sometime if anybody has a chance to.
I will. I'll definitely catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is from Macarandi on Threads.
Also, that's a good name.
Macarandi.
Like
it
macaroon?
Rolls off the tongue. I do like
macaroon. It. Macarandi? Macaroon?
I'm thinking of Macarena.
Or is it Macarena?
No.
There's two kinds of people in the world. Macaroon, Macarena. I will always choose food.
So, hey, Macarandi. Macarandi says that we are in the heat of the skate competition at the Dragon's Dive Jam. It's last man standing and every skater for themselves. It's a really fun, creative way to run a combat/skill check combo. I never intended for it to be as big of a deal as it is. A character has his mindset on winning the competition and an audience with dragons judging the competition. And the other party members have been able to help from the sidelines using bardics and guidance-infused high fives if they were at the competition. Players of the party members that stole monster trucks last session and dipped out were able to pick a skater to play. There is so many questions.
And it all just comes down to what the fuck?
Macarandi, get back to us. We need more info.
I need so much more info than that.
Like, I need to know what happened with the stealing of the monster truck.
Yeah, the monster trucks. Why is it a panel of dragons? Why is it skating? Like, what is going on in your game? Like, I need to know. That's fantastic.
Sounds amazing.
That's good. Just like but I also love this next one from Clearly a Dinosaur. Okay. The Festival of Crows, which at first I was like, oh, this is going to be super angsty, right? No, this is perfect. Was the starting point for my Feywild campaign. People come to get unique and strange items in exchange for trinkets or favors, minor magical drinks in exchange for jokes, books of esoteric lore for a triangle-shaped purple rock, etc. And I'm like,
crows. That makes sense.
Crows, shiny things, baubles. I'm like, oh my god, I love that. Like, legit, Clearly a Dinosaur. I might take that and use it in one of my games.
No,
I love
that
whole concept. I love that concept. Like, it's so common sense. Like, that makes sense, but it's so whimsical that I'm like,
yeah, I
why
like that.
don't we have that in real life? I'll show up with shiny little baubles and trade them for stuff. Absolutely. I love this.
Okay, so I've got a couple from Mastodon now. Our friend Malin has done this one. I've been excited for this one, and you'll know why.
Oh, God.
Because I want to say something live that I never thought I'd be able to say. Fenestra's calendar moves in lockstep with ours, but 4 times faster. In 4 days, Fenestra, a moon, moves between the sun and the planet, creating an eclipse. Of course, from the moon, this means a very bright night for all. It's not a festival so much as a time to lock the doors well, since the light excites the arachnids and you have to ignore the noises from the basilisk fucknots. I was so excited to say basilisk fucknots.
No, everything about that's no.
I think it's amazing. I just wanted to say basilisk fucknots.
I mean, that part's funny. I do like that, but like the rest of it, no.
I have played Malin's system, which is called Bind. It is a very dark and gritty place.
I like dark and gritty, but leave spiders out of it, man. Like, you know, and I was never that girl that's like, times, but like as an adult now, and I don't know, it could be because I got bit on the ass by one when I first moved up here, but like spiders and I don't get along. Like it's very much so no. Like
So do you shit cobwebs?
I wish that'd be a cool side effect. I was excited. I was like, okay, I literally got bit in the ass by a spider. Literally, I put on a pair of pants that was folded nicely in a clean closet. Everyone's like, oh, was it on the floor? No, folded nicely, clean closet. Put them on, chomp. I fling my pants off. There goes the spider. And like, I waited a couple days. It's like, am I gonna get spider powers? Because this would be awesome. But no spider powers. I was bummed. I turned. So,
right.
segue. There's a segue for that. Cryptid pigeon. The most prominent in my world are Adventures Day, the Tomato Festival, the Cheeseburger Festival, and the Funeral of Brachion. Here's my thing, okay? They don't expound on their festivals a lot, but I'm very happy that most of them are food related. Not only that, I have a question for you, John.
Yes.
Have you noticed out in the world, like everyday life in mundane, you're going shopping, you're getting groceries, whatever. I don't know if you walk by storefronts and if you guys have like decorations in storefronts. Are tomatoes popular right now over there?
Not particularly.
Tomatoes are everywhere. Like that's the summer theme that the stores are selling. There's tomato hand towels, tomato rugs, tomato tables, tomato lamps, and not even like a store. It's across the board. There are like I almost said Spidermatoes. There are tomatoes everywhere. Something popped up in the chat. Spider-Verse origin story from Corey. I was like, spider tomatoes? What?
Yeah, Spidermatoes is the name of the episode.
Spidermatoes. Yeah, like I don't know. They're
I'm gonna
everywhere.
add it here.
Tomatoes are everywhere. So I didn't know if that was like a worldwide thing or just a weird America thing right now.
How about Attack of the Spidermatoes?
Oh, there we go. I like that.
There we go. There's a episode title for you.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So, sorry, because I was doing the episode title. I kind of lost my Trello for a second. I was doing important work. All right. So the last one from me, again from Mastodon. I always like the idea of running a generic harvest festival, just because things like that help make worlds feel like worlds. When I made my last big game, I was in a process of making an annual calendar of events, most of which the party would likely miss because they wouldn't be in the area at that time. Though strictly not a festival, I did have a beach episode planned, which was going to be an anime-style beach event complete with minigames like beach volleyball, watermelon breaking, etc. The event was going to be interrupted by landwalker sharks, which I had tweaked to be sharks with humanoid legs. The idea would be that the sharks want in on the festivities and function as a rival team for the minigames. And that is from Ishambard over on Mastodon. I love everything about that.
That is okay.
Street sharks.
Street sharks. Okay.
Or beach sharks, as the case may be.
There we go. That's fair. Okay. I actually have 2 more from threads, and then Connell dropped one in the chat. So
I read Connell's between your two. Perfect. You do one, I'll read Connell's.
All right. So Aaron Learned says this week on Nat Fun we have our ball episode, not necessarily a festival, but full of fun events. I play Edwina, a human barbarian who's lost her memory, but if she knew where she came from, she'd be missing out on the Blood Moon Festival this month. Do you have balls in your game? Well, no, because you don't run any games that would have that kind of theme in it.
I mean, I have run fantasy games before, and I will be running fantasy games in the future. I did do one where there was a ball at a mansion which went horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah,
the last ball that I was in as a player, murder, almost Red Wedding level. But, oh no, there's 2 balls. Both of them had murder in it. What the heifer? I just realized that. What is wrong with people? Anyways, okay. I was just like, wow. That might be why subconsciously I love balls, love them. But as a GM, I've never done one. It might be because I'm like PTSD-ish, like, no murder balls. Murder balls.
So I've just
That's what I woke up with this morning. I woke up with murder balls.
I've just put a timestamp on when you said I love balls.
When did I say that? Oh, jeez.
That's going to be a clip.
Wow.
We were doing really well. We were doing so
good.
We mentioned balls about 4 times and we didn't resort to being childish. But I think it was when you went, oh, actually, I think there were 2 balls. And I've gone, oh, there we go. That's it.
And then, then I woke up choosing violence. So, like I said, I apparently woke up with murder balls. And then you said
that you love balls.
I love balls. Yeah.
So, yeah, that is going to be a clip. Well done.
I do what I
Okay.
can. All
Okay,
heavy lifting.
so Connell in chat
Mm-hmm.
has put, my favorite holiday night game was in a D&D game, which I think was called Revelry Day or something. But basically, it celebrated a former Mad King known for throwing big parties. So the current rulership would throw a wild party, throw gold from exotic animals, while wizards would use magic to add to the absolute chaos. Costume parties, weird contests, just everywhere.
Sounds like a frat party. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds a bit frattish, doesn't it?
Right?
It does. It does. It sounds
Somebody
very fratty.
who went to a frat thing, tell me if that's a frat party. My colleges did not have frat parties. That's because all of the guys who went to my college were idiots. We their thing was the helm run. We had our motto is a helm, like ship helm.
Okay.
And at the very, very front of our campus, there was this big fountain with a helm on it. And what guys would do is like an initiation to be like cool, because we were the pilots. That was our thing. As you can tell, I have so much pride for my school. But they would wait till the first snowfall of the year, and they would run naked from the freshman dorm all the way to the helm, touch the helm, and try to run back without getting caught, which 9 times out of 10, they always got caught. So
I honestly don't think I could go to like an American college, as it were. Just because I hate people so much that
you wouldn't do well.
You know, it's just, no, fuck you, fuck your fraternity, fuck everything about you.
Like, I love socializing. I love people. So, like, on one hand of it, I loved it. But no, like, the part of me that loves, like, again, population, the vibe of life, like the heartbeat of a city. I liked living on campus, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's not my jam. It's not my jam. My senior year, though, I ended up kind of sort of living in the art studio on accident because we had 24/7 access to it as seniors. And so we would go to the Dollar General and get like a whole bunch of snacks and foods and then just crash out while we were painting and working on our thesis. And we'd like fall asleep on the studio floor and wake up the next morning being like, wait, what? Oh, okay, grab the paintbrush and keep working. That is what it is. Okay, I have one more. I was like,
okay,
where am I? Okay. So from Corey Painter, our dear friend Corey.
He was also in the chat. Big shout out to Corey.
Yes. Our Spider-Verse origin story. I should draw myself. I should draw a spider sona. I should create a spider sona. Okay, sorry.
You are going to get a pink Spider-Man costume.
I am.
That is on the cards.
It is
you
on
promised.
The cards.
How many followers was it?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was like 200 or something.
I mean, like, I'm going to do it like one way or another because I may or may not have already found some and priced them out. So anyways. One played a big role in our campaign with a backstory. There were special trees called arbor ways. They exist both in the Central Plane and our version of the Feywild. By using Treeside, you could move between the planes. Many years ago, the Feywild collapsed and the arbor ways never bloomed again and couldn't be used. But there was one in a city comprised of druids in the center of town that bloomed once a year for one day, and was a huge ceremony where people would watch it bloom and pray in the waters that surrounded it, remembering how there used to be a partnership between them before it and its residents died out. The backstory event is one of my favorites, and heartbreaking how it came back and resolved. That sounds beautiful. That's some good world building. That's great storytelling. Like that. It's kind of like the other one we talked about earlier, where it's like that's so much detail and not minute detail, like that where you start to draw, but like you put thought into that. Like
there is thought, but there's also enough room to grow.
Exactly. It's not like, oh, there's a purple tree and it's significant. Why? Well, I don't know. Like no, like you actually like that's really cool. I like that one. That's cool. And Corey just clarified it's tree stride. That works. Yeah, that makes more sense. That does make more sense. I mean, I was gonna just go with it. I'm trying to look in where it even says that. Using trees. Okay. Stride. Yep. Tree stride. Yep. Okay. Anyways, that makes more sense. Okay, so how about you answer your own question? Are there any festivals in your games that are worthy of mention? No, not at all. To be honest, everybody's boring. Nobody celebrates fuck all. Because my world is very post-apocalyptic. People are very much so survival. Now, however, what I will say is that the Hollowed Peaks are an area that I designed where, let's call them paranormal hunter hippies. Okay, that's where they reside. It's a very spiritual spot in the world. It's very in tune with any sort of spiritual shenanigans going on. It's not a festival, but they have a practice called dream walking, which my members almost got to experience, but they really, really royally fucked up their role, so therefore fucked up the dream walking, and it didn't happen the way it's supposed to happen. But that is something that they partake in. They take some like super magical hallucinogens and meet up with spirits, and it's actually more of like a multi-planar time walking. Actually,
Okay.
they didn't get to experience it though, because like I said, they fucked it up really bad. They end up actually teleporting across the continent, so it was like, whoops.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But no, what about you?
My homebrew campaign was set in Galarian, so I had a lot of the sort of already established in canon sort of festivals going on, but much like I think it was Ishambad who said it, that they were never in the right place at the right time to fully enjoy them. However, I did, and I've mentioned this before, but I did create the QFL, which was the Quantum Fighting League, which was essentially WWE. That's the best way to describe it. I meant it as a bit of a throwaway gag. I meant it as, here's something in this very magical place. Here's something that provides entertainment. And my players really latched onto it. So I knew I had to do something with it.
Yeah.
So what I did is I created an entire show, which the players could then attend. And I called it, I think it was like QFL Rampage or something like that. Everything was a play on WWE. Like even the commentators, everything that happened in the show were things that I'd seen growing up watching WWE, and I just kind of replicated it and adapted it to the current world. And so that was it. And I even kind of advertised a WrestleMania sort of event, which they spent a stupid amount of gold on buying tickets for.
That's great. That's good. And what's funny is like, I should. Like my world is kind of set up perfectly for people having like ceremonies, festivals, rituals. They just don't. And I think it's because my players never stay in one area long enough that like it never comes up.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things that if you have a group that are traveling a lot, and every time they reach a new settlement, there's a festival, it becomes very much like shoehorned in. Bella agrees with me.
Bella agrees very much so. I think Bella's very upset with the neighbors for working on their yard.
But I think she's agreeing with me.
She is agreeing
with
you.
I think it does kind of break the immersion a tiny bit. You've just reached, because there are like, if you have a look at a lot of the Pathfinder adventure paths, and not even adventure paths, even like the society scenarios, there are so many of them, which are you are traveling to this place where it is this festival, because they want to flesh out the world and the lore, and I get it, but it just gets to a point. It's like, why do all these festivals go wrong?
Right? Why can nobody like pull off a successful festival? Like, which I missed our Pride Fest. I was gonna go to our Pride Fest this weekend, literally yesterday. Saturday.
Okay.
I forgot. I'm going to be very honest. I got done with my work week and I was like, I'm going to just sit on sofa and draw all weekend. Yeah, missed it. But no, like you're right. Like, why did all the festivals and things go wrong? I don't understand it. But that being said, I'm going to challenge myself. The next campaign I open with, I'm opening it with a festival.
Rune Lords opens with a festival and it goes wrong.
Mine will go right.
Yours will go
nothing wrong with the festival. The festival is going to be perfect. Be fine.
Yeah, just thinking about it now, I'm just thinking, because you got Rune Lords, you got Giant Slayer. Yeah. They all start with festivals. Well, and it's like, well, stop doing festivals and there won't be a problem.
Festivals the true BBEG that nobody like
I think
anticipates?
so. I think enemy.
What is that? Someone like walks in the room, is like, do I smell happiness, or like, do I hear joy?
Like, do people enjoying themselves? Let's
no, not allowed.
Let's create an evil that's going to take over the world because you were happy.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, that I didn't really do many festivals. Delta Green, you don't really see many festivals in Delta
no,
Green.
you should though. That would throw everyone
There
so
are
off guard. They'd be so paranoid too, because they'd be like, "Wait, what is this?"
there
Like,
are some,
yeah.
but they're not the sort of festivals that you may want to attend.
Guys.
Yeah, there are tentacles and old ones and
Yeah.
deep ones,
my
etc., etc. They have their own festivals, which sometimes people are invited to. But people, actually, there was a festival, and not really, I don't want to spoil it. So, spoiler alert
Oh,
for anyone that is planning on playing in Ex Oblivione. It is a Delta Green scenario, which ends in a festival.
mhm.
Father's Day, to be precise, and it goes wrong. It goes so fucking horribly wrong. It is the most ramped up Delta Green operation, where it starts out as, oh, this is a murder that you need to investigate, which has some unnatural connections, and it just goes from 0 to 100 to the point of an entire town is trying to kill you.
That's a lot. Okay.
It is a lot. So yeah, again, spoiler alert for anyone playing Ex Oblivione.
Good to know. Good to know.
There's a festival in that one.
Well, in that one. I like
And
that.
Father's Day, which is just around the corner.
It is just around the corner. Yeah, I
Is yours
forgot
is
about
yours
it.
the same as ours? 15th of June.
Yep.
This year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys doing anything?
I'm taking. It's not my weekend with the kids, but I am taking them out for
Good.
lunch.
Good.
Every year somebody has to remind me it's Father's Day. I
That's
always
fair.
forget it.
That's
I
fair.
always, without a doubt, forget. And I'd actually like soft booked a shift,
Oh,
and then
you
it's
know,
like, fuck, can't do it.
I celebrate Father's Day because I am plant daddy amongst my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even have a plant daddy hat. So
Fair enough. But yeah, I celebrate Father's Day. Obviously, me and my kids always do something.
it's
So
really weird that our Father's Day are the same, but not our Mother's Day.
apart Malin actually, let me find it because there's reasons for that. I think Mother's Day over here was abolished at one point.
Oh, got it.
And then
okay.
it got reinstated, and it got reinstated on a different day. Let me just find it because Malin did actually point this out.
While you're finding it, I'm gonna do a little bit of a shameless plug here. In case you ever want to like hear the unrated, ridiculous thoughts I don't air on the show, you can be a subscriber on our Ko-fi, whatever you want to call it, and have access to our Traveler's Chalice, where I dump comments in the chat that I don't share on air. So just saying.
No, that is true. If you do join Traveler's Chalice, you will essentially have a say in what goes on in the future of the show. Because I'll always, all these ideas I have, that is where I will post them first.
Right? Yeah. We'll be like, hey, is this a good idea? And you guys are like, no. I'm like, okay, never mind.
We probably won't do that then.
Malin, World War II.
Yes, Malin. So it's Mother's Day in the UK was revived as a way to say thanks to all women who did men's work in World War II. The assumption was that woman equals mother, or so my history teacher told me. So that is why we have Mother's Day on different days.
One of the best books I've ever read was Lies My Teacher Told Me. It's good. It's not like a blazing like, oh, screw everybody, but like it's good because like Helen Keller, for example, is used so much as a example of like a positive. You can do anything if you set your mind to it. When Helen Keller literally was like, no, you can't. The system works against you. So it's very much so like, hey, here's what we're taught, but this is the facts. It's just a really good book. You should read it. It's pretty good. Pretty great.
So that is trippy. So yeah, I just read Malin's post on Mastodon, and he's here in the chat with us.
I know, that's what I was saying. It's like, oh, World War II.
I was wondering, you just went, oh, World War II, Malin. I went, she must have seen it on Mastodon.
No, I'm just that good. Malin can I have a telekinetic, I don't know who you are, but hi, Malin.
Malin was, I think, Malin's the first person that came and ran a game for us on the crit list.
Oh, that one. Okay.
He is the creator of Bind, which stands for Bind is not D&D. It is a fantastic system. It is an open source system, which I found fascinating. And definitely, if you guys check out Bind, it is so much fun. And if you want to see it in action, check it out on our crit list.
My chair's squeaky again. It didn't used to be, not squeaky again.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Your chair is squeaky. But what's weird is Spain has another Mother's Day and another Father's Day.
Like they have two, or it's just different?
No, just different days.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, they have two.
So we've kind of adopted the English one, but obviously all my friends on social media will start posting, oh, happy Father's Day. It's like, is it? Oh shit, yeah. So Father's Day in Spain is St. Joseph's Day, which I'm trying to figure out what it is.
St. Joseph's Day, as in like...
because of the St. Joseph, like, the father Joseph of Christ.
Okay. I figured that's where I was going, but I wasn't sure. I was like,
So I'm trying to figure it out.
Also, Corey Tree Stride, I find it interesting that that's actually what I was supposed to say, because I have a NPC who Connell vividly, very vehemently hates, named Tree Rider.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's why I butchered that up earlier.
That's something I was meant to ask you. I posted earlier in the week, just as a bit of an engagement post. It was like, okay, people, tell me about what kind of, brought you happiness, or what made you smile, I think is the word I actually used.
Okay.
And Connell responded, and I'm sure you'll be able to
expound on it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell Tree Rider came up, because that does not make him smile.
No, that just reminded me of something.
Oh, okay.
Where is it? I ran a game where I watched one of my players lose their absolute mind when they learned they had to protect an NPC they absolutely despise.
Oh, fucking hell.
Not a murderer or villain, just a very fake one. The floor is yours, Atlas. What happened?
Okay. So, it's not even that big of a deal, but Connell has managed to create this NPC that our entire party hates. She is nicknamed Blondie McBitchface, which I don't even actually think her hair is blonde, to be fair. But we all play these characters that grew up together as orphans in this town called Rivermill. And Aylin Silverstar was this character who is like, yeah, the name says enough for you. She's just... Ugh.
I can sense the hatred. It's great.
I just can't. I can't even articulate why she just... Okay. I'm going to give you a scenario, okay?
Yes, give me a scenario.
It's the backhanded shit. Like, she ran into a new party member, and it's like, I heard that, so-and-so defeated, like, an assassin. So-and-so didn't defeat the assassin. There was somebody else. But, like, she will get, like, the most minute details wrong on purpose. Like, she's that person that'll be like, instead of saying, hi, John, it's like, oh, hi, Josh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, it's that kind of character. And, like, on top of it, she's that person that's so over the top when she heals, right? I think she's a bard technically, but she's not a singing bard. She's like a story bard or something. And she had to basically go on a mission with us, like a journalist in war. And they're like, you have to keep her safe. And we're like, then leave her the fuck at home. Like, we don't want to keep her safe. She's just a big bully, and she made our life a living hell as kids. And now we're all kind of like growing up in the world. And so she's like, oh, don't worry. I'll save you. I'll heal you. Like, literally that kind of like articulation and everything. And it's just drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely nuts. And she's never done anything wrong. She's just very manipulative, very sneaky, very manipulative. I hope she falls off of the shore. But I can't. Like,
I was just saying, Corey's hopping off, so I was just saying a quick goodbye. Thanks, Corey. Thanks for all your support.
Yeah.
But I'm loving this. I'm loving how angry this is actually making you. It's fantastic.
Connell didn't even try. He doesn't go like, oh, I'm going to make an NPC to like piss people off. It's just that like annoying person that you deal with in real life, hyper exaggerated. So it's like, why are you here? Just like, I don't like.
And Connell has just added in the chat that all she's done is heal people and be friendly, and you seem to have a problem with that.
No, that is not all she's done. He is full of it. Like, she's manipulated. She has instigated bullying. Like,
that was a leap. That was a stretch. Bullying.
It's a good one though, right?
I don't know where your mind was going with that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's horrible.
Just 1 second. I just need to mark that as well. There we go. So just adding a marker there as well.
Bullying. Yeah, it's she's horrible. She's horrible. She's fake. She's manipulative. I want to punch her in her face. And my character's not even a puncher. Like, just
I love that. I love everything about that.
It's awful. We have actually dealt with horrendous, horrible people, and we kind of like them. Like, it's one of those things, like, they're doing bad things, but we kind of agree with why they're doing it. So it's kind of like, okay, we'll work with you, but maybe we can find out a better way of doing this. But her, my gosh, I'd rather pull my teeth out than have to work with her. Like,
Apparently, she's dropped heels to save you twice.
it was fine.
I mean,
was fine. Both times I was fine.
Talk
Both times. No, she did. She did. And let me tell you exactly how she did it. She waited till it was the last minute, till everybody was watching, and then she made a big deal out of it. So big dealish that it's like, okay, literally someone else has done the same thing without making a big deal out of it. Like, calm down. You're not special. Like,
I'm liking this side of you, Atlas.
It's awful. It's awful. Because it's not like, okay, she came in clutch in like a serious moment. It's always the last minute when anybody could have done it. We have multiple healers in the group, and it's like, don't worry, Maja. My character's name is Maja. I'm like, I'll save you, and make sure everybody, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. And it's just no. I would rather stay at 1 hit point and take damage and pass out in a back alley of the city than have her heal me. Like,
the last time I saw someone have so much hatred towards a fictional character, it was Justin and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Yes. Justin and Winnie the Pooh is me and Aylin. Yeah.
What's her name? Aylin.
Aylin Silverstar. Silver
Aylin
tree?
Silverstar.
Silver something. Silver fuckface. I don't know. Like,
I'm loving everything about this.
I hate her so much.
This is going to be something that's going to come up quite frequently in the near future.
Blondie McBitchface is what we endearingly call her. But to be fair, like, at the same time, we had some conversations where it's like, she's just a bully grown up. Like, she is the product of what her parents made her. So you kind of feel bad for her. And taking the high mature road is like, okay, we're just going to, she exists. We'll deal with it as we have to deal with it. Like, inner Alice is just dying every time she comes up. I've never felt this much hatred towards an NPC before.
I love everything about this, but it is time to take one moment now, as we are going to take a look at something that in this case, I do actually own, that I found very interesting.
And now I don't have to tell you to show me your junk, so it works out.
No, exactly. There we go. We've already talked about balls today, so
yeah.
I am going to share my screen quickly, and this is going to be. This Party Sucks. All right, so This Party Sucks is brought to us by Beating the Binary. All right, and Beating the Binary is a queer and trans educator and story game designer crafting TTRPG frameworks that center feelings. So This Party Sucks is a game about being a 20-something who is badly processing a breakup. All right, so you in this game, and I've not quite nailed down the mechanics, but I think I've got a lot of them, is that you attend 3 parties whilst trying to not think about your ex. So it's for 3 players. You all kind of create the character together, and you all take it in turns in being this character at each one of the parties. When you are the character, one of the other players becomes the venue, and one of the other players becomes everybody else in the venue. So the protagonist picks a coping mechanism, which could be like schedule therapy, hook up with someone, go to a thrift store, cut your hair, etc., whilst the venue chooses a complication, which it could be anything from like the host has a pet you're allergic to, expired seafood appetizers, and then the other person embodies everyone else that you choose to interact with. So there are a list of moves that you can do as the protagonist. Okay. You can do internal moves, which don't have a cost, or you can use external moves, which kind of drain your social battery. And with that, you've got like a token, like a set of tokens, which is your resource management. So once that you've you've run out of those, that you've run out of social battery. You can't really, or you don't really want to interact with anyone anymore. And the party continues until you think about your ex, which is where I'm a bit fuzzy on the rules. I don't know how that has a mechanical manifestation, but I think it is a good system in order to explore feelings and how to manage feelings. So I'm just going to switch to Beating the Binaries site now, so we can learn more about them. So this is their itch.io.
I just saw my own face for a hot minute, and I was like, oh no. Every time you start talking about a game, I put on my thinking face, but apparently my thinking face is my like bored or angry face. And I'm like, I need to like come up with a fix for that. Like,
that's because we were talking about that NPC got you all worked up.
It did. But no, I'm listening. I'm here.
Okay, so Beating the Binary is a genderqueer 30-something environmental and music educator who makes art, music, and story RPGs. Their pronouns are them, they, theirs. They, cool. Them, theirs, I apologize. And, yep, they've got a Patreon. They've got a Twitter. So please go follow them. Please go support them. So they've got games about queerness and emotional processing.
Love that.
This Party Circus is what we've just reviewed. That is... in my possession. It was with the trans safety bundle that I bought last year. They also have Roller Rink Redux.
I saw that. I was like, ooh, what is that? That seems like my jam.
Wait, let's go have a look at
Let's look at that. What is that?
Play Roller Rink if you like to try return to a social space that scared you in middle school and be kinder to yourself than you knew how to be then.
Aww, I love that.
I love the fact that a lot of this is dealing with complex emotion.
Yeah.
And they've got very small games as well. What does your magic look like? The one who got away, which is a random table of lost loves.
Oh.
You are a magic sword, riding the ley line, off recipe, market magic, expanded playsets. I need your strongest potions. They've also got social and supernatural games. Becoming familiar, play a flock of crows.
Get shiny baubles.
You and your fellow players will portray crows trying to cheer up a sad witch. However, since you are crows, your methods are for A, discovering what's upsetting the witch, and B, helping her with her problems are seriously limited. In fact, you run a constant risk of misinterpreting her human feelings, and nearly all of your methods of help are considered criminal by human standards.
Oh my God, I love that. That is so cute. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love this. I'm going to go through a lot of this and seeing, and just kind of seeing what these different games are all about. But that is Beating the Binary, everybody. So please go to their itch.io, show them some love, follow them on X or wherever they have.
Don't follow them on X. Follow them everywhere else.
There we go. There's Mastodon. There we go. We ignore X. We go to Mastodon.
Yeah, there we go.
So find Beating the Binary at dice.camp. Go check them out.
On their Patreon. You can usually follow people. You can usually follow people even if you don't like fund them. You can follow them. So
what I'm going to do now quickly, which I really should have set this up previously, is just go and chuck this. There we go. Just down below. So just go ahead and give them a follow and check out some of their amazing work.
Lovely.
All right. So I think that's about all we've got time for today.
Yeah, time flies.
Just want to send a big thank you to everyone in the chat that's joined us. It's been great to see some of you that we haven't seen for some time. And also it's great to interact with you. Speaking of interacting, we've got our question of the week, which Atlas will be posting in the next day or two. And if you have questions for us, just let us know and we'll do our very best to not butcher them. Also, thank you, Atlas, for joining me this evening. Do you want to tell people whereabouts they can find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, the main hitters, we really, which my brain just emptied completely. What are they called? Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Atlas like the Titan, Ursa like the bear.
As for me, you can find me in all of those places as well, either at Too Legit to Crit or at Natural Juan. Other than that, just come and check us out at toolegit2crit.com, where you can find all our socials and all the information, and even catch up on the show. But other than that, I just want to thank, most importantly of all, everyone who's taken time out of their day to listen to two idiots waffle on about tabletop role playing games. Thank you very much, and good night.
You're always saying good night, and I'm like, my night's just starting.